That blurring sound can be a rude awakening to many students, especially within the first week of school. After a long summer sleeping in, adjusting to a new sleep schedule can be difficult, particularly when balancing academic responsibilities and extracurricular activities.
Students should be getting about 9 hours of sleep per night. However, studies conducted by the CDC show that only 73% of teenagers are reaching this threshold.
Lack of sleep can lead to several issues.
With teenagers, probably the biggest thing that I see as far as students are cognitive abilities. The lack of being able to take tests properly, being able to do homework properly, even potentially staying awake in classes. We see a lot of mood swings, a lot of ups and downs where you just don't want to do anything, you're apathetic. As far as sleep deprivation, it also increases the likelihood of injury or accidents, like car accidents if the kids are driving.
Despite the mounting evidence of health effects, students still have after-school obligations that often limit their quality of sleep.
Well, I play a couple sports, and so I get home late every day. And then when I get home late, I have to do my homework, and I have to make up for whatever I missed in class for early dismissal or whatever. And so that kind of makes it more difficult to go to bed at a reasonable time. But on days where that doesn't happen, I usually get some sleep, so it just depends on the day and depends on what I have to do.
Luckily, there are a variety of tips to get students back on the right track.
Since I am the health teacher, probably the biggest tip that I would say is to find ways to stay healthy, which include diet and proper exercise. So making sure you're getting at least 20 to 30 minutes of activity minimum. Teenagers should be getting about 60 minutes most days of the week. What that does is it allows you to stay in the non-REM sleep for a longer period of time, which is the deep sleep where all the growth and repair of the body tissues takes place. So diet and exercise, hands down, are probably two of the biggest. The other thing which I try to tell my students is make sure you're setting routines. So you're setting a routine of when you're going to bed and when you're waking up, and try and stay consistent with that routine, and you'll notice you'll actually be a little bit better off.
Please ensure to utilize these tips on a daily basis for a well-rested school year. For Deprivation, I'm Desmond Howard.